What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another VOD breakdown. Today we're going to be talking about PRX versus 100 Thieves. I mean, I had this being the upper final, and the fact that this matchup is happening in the lowers of round 2, I think it should really show you that in Valorant, like, again, anybody can really win. Anything is kind of possible. And, you know, it is a little inconsistent in terms of, like, performance values where sometimes people could show up and just have a better day, get better use out of their ults, right? Play situations better. And, you know, we're going to try to break down today what really happened between like 100 Thieves and PERIPHERALS for 100 Thieves to be able to eliminate them. I think the first thing that I noticed just by looking at the screen here, obviously, is like kind of like the bans and like, you know, the maps that they're going to be playing. I think that PRX are a team who struggle to play the game they struggle to play the game similar to how NA would. Specifically speaking, they don't have a Sentinel player. Like they don't have someone who will like just like play Sentinel. So they're always doing these like weird like compositions. Like, you know, as we can see here, we have like the Viper, Harbor, Reyna, no Cypher. I just feel like this comp on this map has literally no stopping power. On Sunset, we see them running like the Sage, right? Like they just don't pick like the Sentinel often on maps. Lotus, they're running the double initiator, double duelist. Obviously, they have like an understanding of it and how to play it, but I feel at the end of the day, you are going to be limited when you're running at that. You're going to rely on a lot of things like, you know, Jing and something doing good and constantly getting first bloods and keeping an aggressive position on the map where they can have a line of control or keep space that they've gotten, like whatever it is. And I feel like, again, a lot of agents and a certain role called Sentinel do that a lot better. I think that Forsaken can do it. You know, don't be weird when I say this, but if FNS can play Sentinel at the highest level in the game, Forsaken can, right? Forsaken has much better mechanical prowess than FNS does. I'm not going to sit here and say that he's like a better IGL or something like that, but at the end of the day, like, I'm sure he could figure it out and put himself on it. He's already played every agent in the game. I don't really see like what the hard part is about that. So we're going to kind of see like what PRX's like win conditions or like options are here. So as you can see here, something has dodged the KO knife with Asuna grabbing his orb, and 100 Thieves are operating in a very standard 1-1-3 default here, and they're just holding for a fight, right? So like again, like this is like a part of your win condition, right? Not like something being able to play off of like utility or being able to play off an anchor or like be enabled by some sort of utility. Like he just has to like go in dry and fight. And this situation reminds me exactly of when they played G2 and he was playing Mound on Lotus. He's just Jet, just standing behind a mound on Lotus. He either kills you and he dashes away, or he doesn't and you lose the round. Personally, I don't think that's a great option as a win condition. I feel like that's going to be really inconsistent. But what PRX are good at is proactivity, right? They know how to move around the map. They do a good job. So they know that 100 Thieves started in A main. Because of that, you can see that they've kind of pushed down here. Right, they're trying to look for a lurker. They're trying to look for a lazy player. Lucio gets caught out by the double. 4v3 situation. Bang now has retaken the space, trying to make sure he can't run away. Rare Vandal Bang moment. Forsaken trying to make a play here. Ivy on timing. Barely misses his timing. Vi gets drone tagged and killed. 3v1 situation for Mind Freak. He's already got 2 on the round, but this isn't really going to be doable with all this information gathering utility and EU alive in the clutch. Crap piece a second before the flash. Another one comes in, and you're mad. 100 Thieves off to a good start. So we just talked about stopping power, right? Something 2-5 with an op, Jing 0-4 with a rifle. Okay, KO is online for Asuna. 100 Thieves are probably just going to group up and slam something here. As you can see, we have kind of this like anti-split wall being used. Something that's like not confusing, but I guess I don't really understand is like if we're going to use this wall, right, with the idea that KO might hit B or he might B split us, I think the Viper should just be playing what Forsaken is doing, right? I think Forsaken should be the other guy here so we can use the wall. He's going to get suppressed and he's not going to be able to put it up, right? So we have something weak side opping. We have Forsaken just doing a very standard IGL approach to the game and just being on his like own, dealing with whatever he needs to deal with, and then he sends them over to deal with it over here. So stopping power. Okay, we rely on our team to get kills and to hit shots with this comp. We have a literal shift walk drone pop. Wall instantly goes down. Jing isolated, having to hide from a dart. Peaks on timing, punished. Devi gets his first of the game. Mindfreak is just stuck backside. And now we're in a 3v2. EU kind of like in no man's land here. Tried to make a decision and get out of there, but just took a second long. And this is a nice just slow down from one of our thieves. Like, they're just going to take the time, they're going to wait. He flashes for a cryo reposition. He can come over and plant now. As you can see, that just freaking out, swinging him.
Knives now popped. Spike planted.
And that is not going to do anything.
Nice shot from Cryo, who's heating up this map.
3K.
I feel like Boostio is one of the best like momentum-based IGLs in the game right now. I think he's up there with like him, Valen, or like in that conversation. Like for me, especially for NA, not really like considering anybody else right now when I'm thinking about it. What I mean is like when the game just starts to flow. Okay, you start to run away with stuff like this. It just gets so fucking hard if you're PRX. Everybody is firing on full cylinders here. Everybody's shooting. Everybody's talking about plans or plays that they want to make. They want to do this. They want to do that. And it just gets so difficult to like play. So we kind of have like a misdirection come out here from PRX. We see the dart coming through halls, right? And we see this random flash double swing. The goal here is that if 100 Thieves were in mid or something like that, or the group of people that was here, they would react into B and they would walk into something's op. So he is going to get a first blood here onto EU. 5v4. He's backing up. Full blind. Has to get the bomb site. We don't have a flank, right? Like, we haven't cleared mid at all. We haven't cleared halls at all. Like, we're just fucked. I'll be honest. Mindfreak playing on his wall.
Fishing shots coming his way here.
Boostio making a step, gets him killed. Awesome instant trade. Still man advantage, 4v3. Slowly waiting for the boys here to group up so we can go. Jing, Reyna ult. Looking to get active here. Ostro with a big spam. I mean, this guy's just having a map, if we're being honest. Double swing comes together. Jing gets one, peeking into 3. And the Hearthies have 7 rounds on attack breeze. So on behalf of Something's Lopping, PRX are going to be able to win 4 rounds on defense. Again, like something we talked about is just no stopping power. I don't think Something needs a Reyna and a Harbor to op on this map. I think it would actually probably be easier if he had someone playing KO or like Sky and even fucking Gecko and, Forsaken picks up Cypher. But again, I'm just a, random fat guy online. So the A exec is going to come out here. We're going to see like some alright scaling. I think the main thing that I didn't really like was like the boxing in mentality that they kind of like had. So Crowd's going to get a first blood off spam and like just look how like boxed in PaperX are, right? Like you have this area to like work with here, like in the circle. Really uncomfortable. Jing obviously has a leer that he's going to be able to throw and push a wall. And then he's going to like machine gun his ghost. I don't know. The amount of like shots that I like heard here and the fact that he didn't connect one just is really like concerning to me. I'm not really sure what was going on there. But Bang and Cryo here have a nice kind of like up-down setup. Trades go in the way of PRX and then the baiting begins. 3v3 situation. Something getting a little aggro so they can get the bomb down. Now we just need to pick a side and fight, right? Super easy, super simple philosophy. All right, we want to go right. Let's go right. 3, 2, 1. I'm going. I don't know why Mindfreak put his wall up. This is not 100 Thieves' wall. This is Mindfreak's wall. He puts his wall up to separate him from something. Okay, so something is now through the wall by himself with no help. Look at the angle that you just got a kill, right? Fully extended out yellow. If our wall was down and we had someone here holding that, I mean, he would just be dead, and this round would just be over, right? But, we're in this position now where he gets a free trade, and now we're stuck in a 2v2, and oh shit, I just got knifed, my ball's going down, careful. EU walking up with the deagle against people who are half HP. Harn Thieves get a free pistol round, and soon a map win. I don't want to go as far to say that this is some sort of anti-strat, but I just feel like it's something that's been written up here, and it's just something I can't get behind understanding. PRX have lost the attacker pistol, So they forced up and they actually won versus 100 Thieves. So they actually do have a chance to like come back in this map right now, right? They're gonna have a nice round where they get to go up some pistols, right? Farm some ult orbs, gain some confidence, and they can potentially make a comeback here. But they're gonna be thwarted by their own abilities of giving 100 Thieves close range fights.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to look on the mini map here. Okay, it is correct. It's hard to see, but what we just saw at the start of the round there was Mind3 throwing a hall orb, or sorry, not a hall orb, but like a bridge orb. Okay, so what I would envision with that would actually be a harbor wall, maybe doing something like this, cutting off mid door and cutting off the opening of halls, right? And we can fully extend into sight, and we can even scale left if we want. We don't even need to scale right. Maybe we could put like a Sova dart here up on the wall. And what we get out of this are really long range fights where our Vandal, Guardian, Phantom, Vandal, Vandal combo, okay, have really nice triple body shot like kills. You know, we're not getting close to them. We're out of range of the Deagle one hit. No, we're not going to do that.
Once again,
We're just going to brute force the Viper wall, and then we're going to put a harbor wall up that's going to lock us in the bomb site. So again, highlighting it just so we can potentially see it a little better. I mean, look at the space you have to work with if you're PRX. You have this little trapezoid thing, okay? You have a quarter of the bomb site to work with, and you're just like locked in here. There's no Viper Molly for bunker, okay? Or like yellow that we can use to like extend with. We're not like double flashing, like scaling out. I just don't really understand why you would ever want to do this in this situation.
On to A, wall
now watch what happens.
For the time being,
and who would have thought?
Angle.
The drone doesn't even clear him.
Really spotted.
And now they get close range fights.
Putting down something big, putting down Forsaken.
Did you expect something else?
Gorgeous shots with the classic.
Dart comes in, misses.
Swing out of his cove, and Cryo says absolutely not. Fragment.
Mind Freak. We actually got the first blood of the round. Is left in a 1v3 and just gets tapped out.
From just yesterday.
And it's just a free map. PaperX are looking red hot now. I mean, they're moving together, they're shooting, they're connecting their shots, and they're really bullying this A site hard. Didn't really have anything that I wanted to kind of like crazily showcase here, but basically we just keep getting instant elbow control or instant left side short control. 100 Thieves are backed up in positions like Jan or backside, and they're just being pushed all the way back, and PaperX either choose to go there or they choose to, you know, re-hit it, go the other way, whatever. Everything has been working for them. So with the detail of everything been working for them, I think they're gonna, you know, try to take this time after 100 Thieves timeout to run like a little bit of like a fake control here. So they are gonna do their kind of like A start like they normally would. And 100 Thieves have this 4 stacked. Lucio's like, yo boys, like just 4 stack it. Like I've had enough. So on the timing of the thrash here, with elbow being full cleared, they've ran away. Lucio puts his cam down, and they're getting ready to go into B here. I was kind of confused to see that something didn't have the bomb here. I'm not 100% sure if they actually meant to go back, or maybe the thrash just pushed them back. But I think right now, you've kind of like missed your timing, right? You're either getting out with like a TP here and like a flash or something like that and a smoke, you know, pressuring this guy, or you're not. Right, and we still have like a guy maybe here or maybe here that you're like sitting around and like listening for something to happen.
You get one of the thrash charges too. Oh, something.
Barely misses.
A bit off there.
Lucio kind of face checking this cage. We do have a res online after this orb. I don't think he realizes it until just now, but no one's in position to spray that body. They didn't even have the wall for it. Smoke is thrown. Vi's going to go in and break the trip. Lucio instantly breaks it though. No one actually came in to Vi for some reason. Couldn't see if there's any counter utility there. Forsaken's going to rip his breach ult. He's going to get a nice kill and a half here. Bang, phantoming close range in the smoke. Really chaotic situation. 2v1. No HP. 100 Thieves are on the board for the first time. I think the most dangerous part about playing the PaperX team is just the pop-off potential. Any person on this team can literally ace at any moment, like if they needed to. So, again, beating a dead horse here. I think putting them on these maps where the traditional Sentinel is valued, right? Your Lotus, like your Ascent, your Breeze are going to be like the win conditions for teams who end up playing this. We only do see one of those 3 maps come out here. Just because obviously they can like protect it pretty well since it's a best of 3, and it looks like 100 Thieves led with a Lotus ban is kind of like what I'm seeing here. Without reading the page, I could just pull it up, but again, just gotta keep guessing. And we're gonna kind of see that ace potential here from Forsaken, where we do like this quick market play, insta shutdown, and then we actually have a trap set up here, but Forsaken just gets in front of it, right? So things can go right. We can be ready for stuff like this, but Forsaken is just gonna knock 3 people down instantly. Was once a 5v4, now a 2v4. Immediately assesses the situation, thinks about the win condition. Okay, make sure I don't want to get flanked here. I'm just going to take my time. Crowler comes through, headshot onto EU, and now he's just ready to go. Right. Crowd wants to see the ace. He has to push and get it. Boostio has an op. Man, I mean, he was set up to do it, man. I'm not going to lie. He was set up to do it, but we're going to see the best thing about Breach, man. The cosmetic ability that is the stun. It just does nothing. It does nothing. It's not hard to deal with. It's not scary. It's just a terrible ability. Stun's going to come through. Boostio's still going to be in a position to no-scope him. And then we have like this awesome moment between Boostio and Forsaken where Boostio's just standing up laughing and clapping, denying his ace. Attacking has really been a bloodbath lately. I feel like Sunset, so the map we're on now, Lotus, Bind, Breeze. I just think that these maps are so attack favored, and it's really hard to get going on defense. The eco is like tough here, as you can see. Like, look at the round disparity where the 100 Thieves have just won the pistol, right? And then the anti-eco, they lost the bonus, and now we're on round 4. PRX has one heavy armor. Like, it's just really hard to get the ball rolling is what I'm talking about. So a lot of teams have been snowballing away with attacks. We just saw PaperX do it. We're going to see 100 Thieves do it a little bit here. But let's kind of like break down like playing advantage situations here for PRX and just like the idea of discipline. So with the 5v4 here, Bang just threw his paranoia, trying to make it seem like they were clearing the A line. Boostio's in a position where he can now hear rotates, and 100 Thieves are grouping back up to this wall, right? A lot of the times people will leave the wall. I feel like it's something that you can kind of like read into with Deadlock and Sage, where when they put a wall down, they usually move away from that area until it's broken, right? Because there's no real reason to babysit it, right? They can't get over it.
But we have a wall.
The Omen's dead, yeah, they could satchel it, but we would hear it, we being Mind Freak. PRX finds Boostio here, he throws his blind, something. Sorry. And kind of like a confusing approach, at least for me, in this situation here, where Devi I even like think gets like a really lucky kill. And why Devi getting like a lucky kill? Why does that inspire Mind Freak to just like wide swing this, right? Like, is it because Boostio like picked a guy off? So like their idea is like, well, technically there's only 3 guys here. If you want, we can like peek them. Like, they should be playing like a little safer, maybe. I'm not really sure, but I just feel like this is like rushed and crappy. Drill and the fault line still online. Okay, Jing has raised nade and double satchel. I just feel like we could play this like together like much better. So dropped into a 3v3. Ult's being invested. We end up breaking it on good timing. Boostio has now actually re-lurked. So on the death cam, he kind of showed that he was running this way. And then on timing, where once they found out where all the players were, he ended up turning around, and now he's going to go back up mid. Goal of the double initiator here is just to delay and just wait. I'm flanking, delay, wait. So you don't see them taking fights. You see them kind of like poking around and trying to stop them from getting out of the choke. Has good timing here. He's going to barely miss this kill on the Forsaken here, but he's going to convert one more in sight. You left in 1v1. He's going to use the information that Forsaken's 1 HP. He's going to angle out and fight him instantly. So, well done from 100 Thieves. Little sloppy from PRX, but at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. This should have been the game right here. Okay, 5 ults online, unable to convert around is crazy. They took a timeout previous, and they've talked about now that they want to invest and win. In my opinion, they're laying it out on the line right here, 9-9. You win the round or you lose the game. Okay, we're down to light armor Bulldogs, light armor Guardians. We do have 5 ults online. We don't really do some like, crazy like strat or anything like that. We're just like operating in like a 1-3-1 where whatever side 100 Thieves feels like going to, they are just going to flood over onto that side and just blow it up with like util. So the B hit is going to end up coming in here. Also, is actually not going to enter with this rocket, which I think is good. He's going to wait until he finds someone, and then anime battle. Jing gaps him. 5v4 here. Jing gets a heal. PRX PRX have more ults. Rolling Thunder comes in, but Bang gets in front of it and kills one. EU gets in front of it and kills one. Something kind of uses his ult a little late. Mindfreak trying to peek with it, punished. 1v3 situation. They almost give it to him here. Okay, they get a little horny, but at the end of the day, it is a triple swing, so I'll let it slide. I mean, that should realistically be the game right there with that level of investment. I could be wrong in this approach, but I feel like you can stop this guy from crossing to the box every time. We're going to see Cryo throw his dizzy this direction where it's like popping over here, where I feel like he could be throwing it this direction, or he could be throwing it through this window, right? It's to make sure that no one crosses, because this is a crazy way to lose a map, okay? So again, it should be over. With the loss bonus that PRX has right now, just reset after they won a round, but they were on a 4 loss bonus, so they are able to still buy here. I mean, this is like our moment to just like close out the game here, and we're actually going to be losing because we used double initiator utility in B main, and we didn't even know if the box was clear or not. So you can see something gets in, right, before this pings him. The dart's not going to go far enough, and Divide's going to break it. A nice little sound bait here. So they're ready to go. They're actually just going to get invested with the Fatal. Insta double kill, 5v3. Tether comes in. Bang's trying to get this trade. He can't get across with Divide holding for him. Really nice setup here. Look at somebody just jiggle and live. This is a good job from him here. Now he understands that he has like more of a timing. Lucio 50-50 gets a kill. They trade out. PRX now move up to 11. On, in my opinion, previously a position where they should have lost the game after investing that 5 ult round. So, bonus. You know, big trouble for PRX if they're going to let this slip, right? When you get the eco rolling against a team that's going to be opping, it's really, really hard to deal with, okay? Everybody's going to be confident. Everybody's going to be using ults. You're going to fall very far behind. We're going to see this prod come out here.
Or the side of 100 Thieves.
Slow for aggression.
Slow trying to deny these tanks, they know.
Knife for aggression. Asuna gets solo pinged. They want to walk up on this and play. So Forsaken now has 1 flash left in his kit.
It's taking a while, and
we're getting onto elevation here, and we're going to wait this drone out, which is good.
Got a couple nanos.
Turret for our back, and we're ready to go and blow up this site. Second slow comes in for the Rafter Flood. Now, what's a little confusing here is our pathing. So the right-click flash comes in, and just take a look. I got 2 guys top pipe holding what? Okay, my duelist is hiding gen, baiting me. Okay, I don't really have anything to be really upset about with Mindfreak. He's kind of just like the furthest player back, whatever. We're not updrafting, dashing top gen. We're not jumping to 410. No, Forsaken, you got that, brother. Go plant. All right, I'll try. Well, I'm dead. Somebody gets a trade onto EU peeking. Lucio with almost another kill here. Bang does a good job of breaking this turret and kind of resetting the situation. So again, in Valorant, it's a turn-based game, especially at this level. So the turn taking here is Bang, right, breaking the turret, right? Now he knows he doesn't need to make a play anymore. It's their turn, right? What are you going to do in response to this? Are you going to come double push and clear me? Are you going to come double push screens? Are you just going to plant the bomb and back up? It's your turn. You guys can play now, right? I've taken my turn. You guys can go play now. I don't need to do anymore. I don't need to break the turret and then go walk up and look for a kill. I don't need to break the turret and literally knife out sprint in mid so you can hear me going back and you can go. You guys can play, right? We're just going to keep our space. We're just going to chill and hold, right? You guys can play now. So there's our kind of like turn take, in my opinion at least, right? Something kind of like goes for a kill onto the screen player there. And I think it's fair to kind of like assume that Devi was with him, right? It could have been Maze, could have been under him, like whatever it is. So with that, Bang is now going to reposition up here, and he's just going to sit and chill. So even though that wasn't like a full turn, it was more like a poke or like an inkling of what they might do.
Try to get rid of this flanker. Maybe
Sitting,
readjust. They do have 40
waiting.
seconds to spare.
Again, understanding they have to plant the bomb. They're just going to take their time.
Unknown bang
All aggro is held for here.
Oh yeah.
We're just sitting and
Really
waiting.
tough, especially with the outlaw.
Something's like sound baiting here with this tap updraft, trying to get Bang to peek, which he actually does. Divide just has an outlaw, so he isn't able to get this kill. Now Bang's really never going to give him this fight. And Divide knows that he's being toyed with, and he just can't even play anymore. Somebody's going to try to plant the bomb.
Able to find it. Now it is all in Divide, and he just doesn't have the
Divide
space.
in a pretty
He doesn't have the
unwinnable
sidelines here.
situation.
Making noise.
Pretty well played by one of
Knows
our
exactly where
teams
he's
here,
at.
just
He's just
taking
going to
their
hold for
time.
this one. The round,
But also kind of like a poor approach to the bonus.
A little bit of additional damage.
It's not even really setting themselves up to play. At the highest level in the game, no matter how caught up you are in the moment, okay, you have to be able to either have someone on your team that can reel you back in, okay? Not the coach, okay? He can't talk. It's got to be someone on the roster. And be able to convert rounds when you have massive situations for easy wins, whatever it may be.
Takes him down with the Hunter's Fury.
4v4 situation here. Something with early first blood.
Something, however,
Gets his
for a
second. Dashes into the open.
Spotted out, but not
Insta
gonna be punished.
reposition. Insta refight.
Tucks
Gets
in,
a third.
swings, looks for the third.
Now looking for a fourth.
Coming online.
Now looking for a fifth.
Dashes past season.
Instantly fights and dies. Here we go. 1v4, right? Unlosable, right? You just go for your ace, brother. Don't even worry about it. We're gonna audibly run away to A now with no lurk. Don't worry about it, brother.
He's not delivered, but Asuna now.
Asuna
All is
1v3.
lonesome.
Here's the running away.
Poison Orb
Here's the
gets
orb.
raised, the drift back over
He's
here
gonna
towards
make
the
a
A
play
site.
here on good timing, trying to
And he shut
let
this
this
down.
guy
Forsaken
kind of
and
like
Abide
linger
both
out in the
so
open.
dangerously low. The swing out and
Guy gets caught
finds
off.
the first.
That's huge.
Now it's getting a little sketchy,
this
right?
so much
Forsaken
more
20
doable.
HP. Mindfreak is in a good position to
Potential
win
gives
though.
him a decent timing
Forsaken's
here.
really worried
Only
about the
the
push
wingman
here.
to
He's
work
gonna
with.
tap, jiggle, knife. Knows no one's
0 point
close. They're
early
gonna
to try to
sit now.
check. Nothing spotted though.
And they're never
Asuna
gonna reset this
keeping his way
situation.
forward here into the
Forsaken's
side.
gonna see him,
Spotting out,
and they're
has to tuck back.
instantly gonna double swing, but they line up, right? Forsaken isn't going wide enough to the point where he's out here, and then on that timing, like Mindfreak is like back on this side, right? And Mindfreak gets a kill. They're doubling up here. I don't really like using the numbers in this moment, especially when one of you isn't even like a full person, right? 20 HP player, and you're gonna play to trade me. I mean, this guy could literally like just tap me once with any gun, and I'm just dead instantly. And then you're just like in this like kind of shitty 1v1 situation. I feel like they just needed to reset and cool this down. Remember, this was a 1v4. A 1v4. This map is going to go to overtime. And you're letting this stuff slide, man? No, bro, not at this level. No. We were supposed to learn this on Breeze, Paper X, when we got thrifted and lost the map because of it. How is it continuing to happen? How? How is no one talking about this? How is this our play against a thrifty?
Okay, yeah, the no
Barrier
command's late, but they're
drops.
so ready for this
Someone
quick
called
attempted
like
flood from-
someone called like, all right, first or last person to snowman's a rotten egg. Everybody is literally just sprinting right now, full speed ahead in B main. Like they just don't even
from 100
care.
Thieves.
The knife is gonna ping to the close angles. It's
Bang,
going
this
to get a
position
ping.
So tricky to deal with.
They've been reading it decently.
And he's gonna get
well,
one.
Banks still comes away with that headshot at long last.
He's gonna get one. We're not gonna like take it slow and like updraft on this box here at the start of the round, and then throw our knife, and then if it gets a ping, we can throw a nade here and clear out the corner, or a nade there and clear out bang and force him away. No, we have to race. This is a race. Okay,
Can't
got
make
it.
his exit, though.
4v4
Ching,
situation
shut that
now.
down.
Okay, scariest player in the
Taken
server is
Forsaken wanting to just
offline.
Continue this cycle. Have these no commands available as often as humanly
4v4.
possible.
Nice
Once
a
again,
nice
trying to
anti-plant
interrupt
utility
the
being
busy
used
shot
here.
off. 100 Thieves.
We're out of
already in
fuel.
position.
Okay, we're out of fuel at 114. What's the play here? Okay, we still have Sage Wall. Our flank is still covered. Okay, we still have Molly and Fragment, right? So we have a couple options here. In my opinion, the best possible play here is to put this wall up and then Sage Wall off this position. Once we Sage Wall off that position, we can then drop the Viper Wall and we can throw our Molly and our Fragment back sight and we can flush out the people who are hiding, number one. And number two, we have people out danger holding far, okay, 30, 40 meter gunfights, right? You're not close on a default plant wall, right? Forcing it down, getting delayed by a killjoy volley. You're not stuck when the wall breaks and we're out of fuel. They just have a horrid reset of the situation. They let their fuel go up to like literally like 30. Like, it's not even
It's
like
gonna be a
50.
little
Like,
bit tricky.
their fuel goes up
Get
to
that
like
space.
30 here or something.
Still have the wall from Jing, but you got to get there.
The wall's going to go up.
And you know that as soon as that wall comes
Jing's
up,
gonna
100 Thieves
wall.
might be trying to barrel in.
I mean, I don't know if they just added this, but he just slipped off of it. I don't know if the ice is slippy or something, but he just falls off of it into the molly now. Okay, we get the bomb down, and we're out of fuel. We're out of fuel. We didn't contact the op up anywhere in our cycle where we were in the moment we were sitting there and waiting for the fuel. Now Forsaken again. This is the third time I've seen him do it this map. Again, he's being sent into the bomb site to plant and die while everybody just does this. Thank you, man. Thanks for planning. Dude, it's just absurd.
Right around the corner is Boostio though.
Damage taken and
He's just trying to get out. He's just fucked. I don't really think he played it that well. I think he kind of panicked. He could have waited for the wall maybe. Thrash is going to be used. We use ults to win rounds. 4v3 situation. Drone is going to now confirm that everybody is stuck in white. Okay. right? How long does it take to fuse the bomb, right? 6 seconds, something like that. 7 seconds. Okay, here we go. We have time. What are we gonna do? Can we triple peek? Can you drop this? Can you please put this on the ground and pick up the gun that something was using, or has that been jiggled away? Just pick up a gun if you can. Okay, so let's see the triple peek come in here from PRX. Like one.
Swings in, Jing somehow coming away with
by one.
Is just being stuck onto. Shocked finding one.
And then here's Shroud in the 1v1 here.
Divide, giving him a haircut. The repeat, the classic.
This game goes to overtime. They've been 1v4'd and they've been thriftied, and this game goes to overtime. How bad do you want it? So just pay attention to the investment here, right? PaperX are making this close again. Okay, this was a 7-5 half. PaperX then won the pistol and the anti-eco, made it 7-7. Okay, Hunter Thieves won the bonus, which is fine. Made it 8-7. Here we go. Here we go. We have the chance to snowball away. Look at this investment. Light armor Spectre. Light armor op. No armor Deagle. That could be a strategy for someone to begin banking for the next op. So I might be going like a little too hard on that. I think that's probably the goal there, is that, you know, he wants to make sure that we have another op just in case we lose this round. Let him or Vandal, let him or Vandal. So Vandals are going to work together, which I like, right? Op is going to be on the weak side, which I also like. I think, you know, with lesser firepower, you don't need to like pocket him or do anything like that. Just like let him play. So we're going to do this strong side yellow setup where we're like trying to trap people either jumping at us or whatever it is. We have this one-way orb to play around, and let's kind of like see, you know, how we play it.
Dangerous position.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, Jet's there. We found that out. 4v5 situation now for PRX. Devi is going to grab this gun.
Picking up the weapon.
They're going to figure out that there's still 2 here. And with KO dead, they want to make sure that PRX are still here. They don't want to just run away right now and leave Mind Freak in a position where he can see the line. So they're waiting. Pulls down. He's matching the cycle. Now they know 2.
Know where everybody is. They've got the reads. It's going to come down to the shooting. Dizzy
There's
over
a
the
3rd
top.
guy potentially.
Cleared out, but now it's like a shift back here.
They made a lot of utility there with that one molly. They get the molly back with the slow. And now PRX are really drained. So this is a nice job in the pack, either from EU or Boostio, whoever's calling this. Wide dart for like the Rafter gen position, making sure no one dies to this op. Kind of unlucky timing there for something. I think he needs to just stay focused on that gen angle. I don't think that cryo would really angle out wide like that. At the end of the day, it's hard. He takes a peek here, another miss. Cryo puts it in the man advantage in a 4v3. I'm kind of surprised to see when Hunter Thieves not back up here. They kind of stay in this like heavy sight setup, and this weird like double peek kind of like comes through here, screens where Devi gets 2. 2v2 now. Cryo's gonna know to back up. EU has a nice timing that he takes. 2v1. Mind Freak on 60 HP. Dart reveals his position. He's going to have to save the operator. They're going to realize this, and they're actually going to make the play to run at him, or at least EU is. This is like a really good job from him here. He's just working him. Oh, he's just working him. Oh my god, he's just working him. So there's the op gone, and now PRX are going to have to save. PRX have strung together a nice amount of rounds here. Hunter Thieves formerly up 11-7. It's now tied 11-11. Okay, this is a pretty flat round. As you can see, there's no ults online. You know, the only real difference is that, you know, there's an op in play, like the thing you need to be scared of. Hunter Thieves are going to regroup into this A hit here. Delay comes through. Forsaken is going to get caught out trying to cross back under here from Austin, who's on this elevated position. I cannot stress it enough how important it is to have people scaling 410 and pipes. You cannot just run on the ground. Why? Why can't you just run on the ground? Look at your screen. Look at your screen. Look at your screen. You can't just run on the ground. This is where the utility is, right? Some people can run on the ground, right? 1 or 2 of them, totally fine, right? But if it's everybody, you know, you're going to be fucked, because you don't get the value out of these elevated positions, and you're just going to be stuck behind the screen and the molly and the slows and the delay, and it's annoying to play against. 5v4 now. Jing trying to equalize. He's going to knock down Dizzy. He's going to clear back sight. Jing is really looking to equalize here. He's going to go really wide, and he's going to get 1. Austin's on his 3rd of the round. Devi trades it out. 3v2 situation now. Op still in play. Something looking for kind of like a reposition here that he can punish. He ends up getting it. Pretty lazy from Cryo there. 2v2. Bangs in a nice off angle. Even though he is face checking this a little hard, I think this spot is really good. And it kind of like showcases there where he catches them off guard. And that's just like a clinical 2K. And, you know, unfortunately, PRX with 4 straight kind of like fall there. And now, you know, they're going to have to claw their way back into this game. I was going to wait until the recap to explain this part, but I'll be honest, when 100 Thieves did not win this game, PaperX were the ones who just lost it. We lost a 1v4 already. Okay, we got thriftied once. Okay, EU clutched on us once in a 1v1. I guess that's a C. What I'm trying to say is, like, these kind of like lacking moments in something that isn't the pre-round are very apparent for PaperX, and I feel like they're constantly like playing at a disadvantage with how like hyper or like crazy they're like being. So they use their wall on B here. Usually, not every single time, but usually they've gone with the wall. Okay, 100 Thieves are operating in a strong side B setup with anti-plant on A. I think EU is going to try to act bigger than he is here, so he's going to use his recon and he's going to tap the orb, making it seem like there's a couple people here. He's going to back up silently and he's ready to drone kind of like any aggro that he gets. He's going to do it on timing here, making sure he's not getting walked up on. Sees a couple players, the movement's going to come over. He's slowly getting a count. He's looking just for like a little poke here, right? He's not really committed to anything. He's in a position where he can get out.
Working his way forward, spots one.
He moves away, something dash activated, goes in, wall's gonna go. Devi is very good at walling like this. This is something you see him do on Sunset. He always gives himself a gap to play in. I've never seen this guy make a wall that fully connects angle to angle. There's always some little gap on either side that he can play in, and he puts himself in a position where he can get a first blood here. I'm sorry, this is Jing. I meant to say PRX. Devi plays Sage on Sunset, Jing plays Sage on this map. The PRX wall always has a gap in it, is what I meant. 5v4 now. Asuna instantly trying to equalize this flash. 5v3. Round's over, right? Round's over. I can't be mad at something for dying like this, right? He's just peeking with his teammate here. He's just on the other side. He catches the op. This is a moment where everybody needs to understand that they need to pull out of the site, right? On the death cam, we can see that they're not flooding out, right? You know, we can just like take our time and just like chill here. We have like an orb up in this position. We just need to pull out, and we need to play the maze, right? We need to play the top pipe. You know, maybe someone can reposition to the nest. They have an op. He has no armor. They have no gecko. Diffusing is very, very, very hard here. Instead, we're going to have kind of like 2 people back up. I'm sorry, Jing was the one who died backside, not something. We have 2 people back up, and we have 2 people stay forward. Got to get on the same page. That's all it comes down to. We're either out or we're in. Doesn't matter which one, as long as you're all invested into it.
Mind Freak playing crouch the reach with
Collateral. Disaster. 3v2, knives online in overtime.
His 100 Thieves are stealing this round away.
Cryo unable to get one, but the trade will come through. Sorry, missed from EU. Bang left in the 1v2 now. You know, this is pretty unacceptable. Okay. Tap's going to come through. Couple spots to spam. Something has come through. He has now seen that the bomb is not halved. Right? He's now seen it.
He reads the push forward.
All that matters here from Devi is that he does not let Bang half this bomb.
Now noted. Just playing here against time. Up on top of the roll.
He didn't have to get aggro. He could have been able to peel back in that situation. As long as Bang did not get half, he would have won the round 110%.
He gets the headshot, but does he have the time?
But he kind of gets stuck in that maze position. At another clutch situation for 100 Thieves converted, putting them on that point in a series where they should have lost a while ago. I think the specific detail that I remember from the last 100 Thieves edition, the Stellar team, was that if Cryo wasn't popping off, I don't remember them converting any games. For this team, it's kind of like different. Okay, Bang, Austin, EU, even Boostio. I mean, literally everybody has like stepped up into this position where, you know, they have like really good games as well. Obviously, Bang and Austin on the team last year. Not that they weren't having good games, but I just feel like they weren't playing at the level that they are now. PRX kind of like plagued by their own mistakes here. Again, a series that I could easily see going their way if they convert some of these situations. At the end of the day, Valorant is Valorant, right? It is a little random. Sometimes the team who's just playing better will win that day, especially in an elimination match like this, right? Win or go home. Again, one thing I like to showcase here is just kind of like the compositions. So again, no Sentinel, Reyna, no flashes, Breeze. Okay, Sunset, they have a little more figured out, but no Sentinel, they're like picking like the Sage. Sorry, no traditional Sentinel, they're picking the Sage. And then ICEBOX, no Sova, no Gecko, no second controller. We're again running Sage and KO only. I just feel like PRX are just limiting themselves in terms of like the agents that they can play, or the compositions that they choose to run. I just feel like there's a lot of like fundamental basics that they like have to sacrifice to be able to run stuff like this. Is it comfort? Is it strategy? Not 100% sure. At the end of the day, like, it is what it is. You know, I know that they have a system that they believe in, and I'm sure they work hard and things like this, but this, like, reliability factor of, like, you know, specifically these two guys, the ones that I think of, I mean, even Forsaken, like, dragging people across the finish line, right? Like we're going to see in this map. You know, how interested are you in relying on that at the literal top level? Right? We see Devi playing Killjoy here. Okay, I know Forsaken can play Killjoy in Cypher. I'm 100% certain of it. Okay, I just kind of like want to see that going forward from this team. Where, yes, W Gaming, you know, I understand that we can run at people, but it's like a time and place type thing, right? Because, I mean, look at like the first kills here even. I mean, this is like a really good showing. Okay, we're positive, what is this, 12, 13, 14, -6. We're +8 first kills overall. 100 Thieves overall are -9. So, a lot of advantage situations we left on the table that we didn't convert. We lost a lot of clutches. We got thrifted a couple times. A lot of this fundamental stuff just gets way easier depending on the type of composition that you're running. It's not the end of the world. They've earned some points here. You know, they're going to go back and they're going to get ready for champs, I'm sure, right? 100 Thieves are now on pace to potentially get back to that NA final, whatever that might be. Gen G and G2 are in the uppers right now. One of them will drop down to play the winner of Heretics 100 Thieves. These are going to be really entertaining matches that you don't want to miss. I'm excited to watch them as well, and obviously be able to break them down for you guys to watch. Other than that, that's all I have. Again, guys, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. If you guys haven't followed along, make sure you're with me on all my socials down below. I also stream on Twitch. You want to catch me there. Sometimes I'll be doing watch parties, ready and ranked, whatever it is. I also offer Valorant coaching. Join my Discord. Check out the options. I'm the best person on the market available. Again, thank you so much. I'm out of here. Deuces.